Morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch. Today is the 5th day of February, 2021. Well on our way to saying goodbye to winter, we hope. My role at Worldprofit is I'm the CEO, and Worldprofit is going on 27 years online. We've been at the same website, same training, just teaching people how to generate leads to any business, and hence that equals money, because you need to generate leads to have people buy things, either directly from you or through your affiliate links. Hopefully that makes sense. Traffic is fine, but you need to convert the traffic to leads, and that's what we specialize in. So we're going to teach you how to generate traffic. We're going to teach you how to turn the traffic into leads, and hopefully the leads turn into money in the form of commission. My background is military. I got out of high school, went into the military right away because I didn't have any money. I come from a background of no money. And so when it was brought to my attention that I could get a free university degree if my marks were high enough, I decided I'd put pen to paper and kind of started studying and got into military college. And believe it or not, they actually paid me as a member of the military to go to school and get a free degree. So I didn't have any, I didn't have the burden of a big loan to pay back. Got out after 10 years. I was an instructor pilot on jet trainers in Saskatchewan. I did some search and rescue flying before that. And I really, really enjoyed teaching people how to fly jet aircraft. It's amazing when you're doing 400 miles per hour. Well, you can't see the look on their face, but the student, you know, they have a strange look on their face when things start to go a little funny at 400 miles an hour, and you can't tell because they have a mask on, right? You know, you have your helmet and everything. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. Got out, became an entrepreneur, got the bug when I was 29, and Sandy Hunter and I started this business off a kitchen table, and here we are today, doing great. How do you get started in the program? Well, then probably one of the things that most people seem to miss is get to lesson 3. And you do that by clicking little buttons that advance you, and you start to kind of look around the member area. But if you follow the directions, you will pick your domain name, and then you'll go to lesson 1, 2, and you end up on 3. And 3 is where you will see a video all about Worldprofit, getting started, that kind of a thing. Get your profile set, take a little peek around the member area, and then we get you to work. Instead of sending you, you know, I've seen these courses where, and I've been through them all. I used to go take these courses just so that I could see what was out there. And even to this day, you'll see these videos of people teaching you how to do it all. And they never really get you doing anything. They just keep talking. And it's usually about Amazon and the great, you know, selling products, and they show you screenshots of all the money and all this stuff. So rather than do that, I usually say to people, listen, we're about work. You've got to start signing up for sites. You've got to promote to those sites using the ads we give you. Don't worry about your website yet. Let's just get you going. Let's get you working. And the video ends there. It goes right into work. And that's how you make money online, is you generate traffic, convert it to leads, and then convert those leads into purchasers. Because to make $100, you have to sell something. The beauty of Worldprofit is you don't actually have to be active in the selling part. We have monitors. We have a live business center that we've had for probably about 15 years now, online, live with chat and video. And what they do is, as your leads come into Worldprofit in the form of associates, as you once were, they greet you at the door, and they point you in the right direction for the information you want. They don't do a hardball sale. They just simply are there to say, hey, you should watch the video about Worldprofit, and they go from there. And as a result of that, Worldprofit has been doing extremely well for not only the 26 and a half years, but for the 15 years that we've had this system in place. It works great. Lesson 3 will also tell you how to get the bonuses we promise you, because there's a lot of them, right? You know, you've read them everywhere. Oh, you get this and you get that and all this leads and associates. You get those and more when you go to Lesson 3 and you ask for your bonuses using the support form. And then we give them to you. We're here every day, 7 days a week. I think our competition is Amazon. They work 7 days a week. I've actually had deliveries on Saturdays and Sundays. So Amazon works 7 days a week. And just because they're, worth $1 trillion doesn't mean that your phone company has to work 7 days a week, right? How about your bank? Do they work 7 days a week? Probably not, but we do. So we're always here to help. And so are the monitors, led by Linda Elzy, her supervisor, of these people that you see in the member area, giving of their volunteering of their time to help. And they're there to help you as well as new free associate members. Okay. This is huge. Use Gmail for business. You're really, really going to hurt if you use, and I hate to say it, but the worst company online to me is Yahoo. I can't even tell you how bad that company is for email. I don't even know if they still have a search engine. Honestly, I haven't gone to Yahoo in a decade. But their email is absolutely horrendously bad, along with Comcast and Hotmail. These are not places that you should be getting email to if you're doing business online. And I'm going to leave it at that. Get Gmail. Just get a Gmail account. It's completely free. Works fabulous for business communications. It works fabulous for safe list exchanges, anything that you want that way. Probably get 2 accounts just to have that extra space. Okay. If you're looking for proof, and this is my absolute favorite thing, is I love when somebody comes into the Live Business Center, a new associate, and says, "This doesn't work. What's the proof?" You go, "Well, you are." And they must look at, what are you talking about? Well, why are you here? How'd you get here? Because our program does work. We promoted, you filled out a form, and you're in here. That's what we teach people to do. You're called a lead. And that's what we're going to teach you to do, is generate leads. So the fact that you are a silver or platinum member is a proof that the system works, because it's very simple at its core. People come in, find out all about us, and then they upgrade, because we have all the tools. Some of them here under this slide, which I really love, aside from the Live Business Center, which is a living, breathing tool. Forgive me, monitors, you're not the tool. It's the software that's the tool. You're the people that, it's like getting in a car, right? The car is the tool, you're the person driving it. And the drivers are our monitors in the Live Business Center. They're fantastic. They help close sales. You can use your ad tracker to track clicks to the links. And what I recommend that you do is, if you do a promotion to a certain safe list, you can cloak a link and call it the name of that safe list. That way, every time that one comes up in the tracker, you know it came from that safe list. And I'm going to show you cloaking and stuff like that later. Anyways, the ad tracker is really helpful for that. Worldprofit sends out a newsletter every single day to every associate. And all it's doing is reminding them of what we have, free products, free services, free visitor account, and they come back. And when they come back, they ask questions. Okay, and then they upgrade. Cool Tools is on your top menu, and it's absolutely fabulous for probably one of my favorite pieces of software that is in existence, JitBit Auto Text. It allows you to save subject lines, messages as keystrokes. We've all, everybody has a program where they offer you keystrokes to start the program, right? Like we've all got it, Control Q, Control S, that kind of a thing, and it brings up a program. Well, with JitBit, you can just say AA11, and that would bring up something, or B23 or some code, whatever you make up would then bring up that phrase. And it's great for advertising, because what do you do when you advertise? You put in a subject, a message, and a link. So those are 3 things that you can save and use them anywhere you want. Okay, so really good thing. You can even write them down on paper, as a reminder. Link Manager, Link Magic are awesome tools also to help you speed up the process of promotion. Okay, so today's topics. Let's talk about your website. We've had people come in many times. Actually, let me just refresh this real quick here. I added some wording here. Your main page of your site. So by that I mean when somebody comes to your www, they're going to see something here. Generally speaking, they're going to see, well, what you see at my site. So if I go into here and I click on Website Management, I go Home, and I'll just click on this just to show you what you see rather than describe it. This is what you see. So there's a lot of stuff here, right? We've got a menu, submenus, this and that. And you might say, you know what, that's nice, but I have this WordPress site that I've been working on, and it's selling all my stuff. And I really, I like this site. You all, of course, like this site. I know you do. You love our sites. But say that you want it to go somewhere else. You say, I would rather have it go to a landing page or a blog or a website plus site. In other words, when people come to georgekosch.com or whatever your website is, you kind of just want to, send them over to a WordPress site because you know WordPress and you love WordPress. But you still want to use our tools, classifieds, the cloaking, tracking, and all that. Well, that's easy to do. All you have to do is come in here, and I like my blog. I have a blog. And instead of people coming to my standard site, I want them to go to my blog. It's a WordPress blog, and have that show up here instead. Okay? And maybe I'll recover this. And I'm going to show you how easy it is, because you can go back and forth. So we go into our member area here, and we're going to create a new page. And the first thing you want to do is go to number 4, because it's a link or a pop-up to another site. Okay, so we're going to use the link version, and it doesn't matter where I put it. I'm just going to give it a name, and I'm going to call it my blog, George Kosch blog. And this is the part where you want to set it up so that it's going to be down here, and it's going to go to my blog, blog.georgekosch.com, and I'm going to put a little S in there for secure. But here's the kicker. You want to make sure you set it as your default page. Now watch the magic here. I create the link, and if you notice, it goes red now, and it says home page, right? Well, let's see where my home page goes. I'll even take this one down here, and I'm going to just click on it innocently, and oh, there it is. And whoa, it's changed. It's completely different. So it can go anywhere you want. If you wanted to go to your affiliate website, you simply go into the member area. You put in your link first. And then you don't even have to set it to your default page yet. You can simply scroll down to wherever your page is, for example, my blog. And you can say, of course, it's the same one, but you can just right up here, click default page and then save it. And what that'll do is it'll override the other one, right? It'll become the new main page. So you don't have to undo this one. And that's all covered up here in the help video. There's help videos here that will give you an understanding of that, but you can also play with your site. You don't have to, you're not going to make any mistakes by putting defaults on different things. Okay, so now when people go to georgekosch.com, they go to my blog. But here's the neat part. I can still go into my cloaking area and still use my cloak links and things like that, right? So if I go into, let me see my cloaks here, or if I do cloak links, probably go here. I like my advanced menu here, cloak mask. And you can still cloak your links in here, and it will forward into that. Okay, so for example, if I test this, this is my cloak. It still works. Okay, so it's sending people there. I wanted to show you something because this is something that just came up. A lot of you are, you know, you don't want to. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't put all your eggs in one basket. A lot of these links here are 5, 6, 7, 10 years old. So I was cleaning them up. But I thought I would show you something about when you see these, they show up with the Bentley in the background, and there's a mansion. Or my favorite one is when they've got that big board behind them with all the lines and this is the strategy that's going to take down Google and make me $1 million bucks, and they have a gigantic easel, right? And they show them drawing like they're super smart, like they're never going anywhere. Well, a couple of these sites were like that, like especially this one. And you click on it and you go, oh, well, where'd this go? What happened to the chalkboard and the Bentley? Be careful when you get involved in other things. That's the bottom line. I'm going to remove this now because it doesn't work anymore. I could change it if I want. There's another one there above the matrix it's gone to. So just so you understand, with Worldprofit, you just can't fake 26.5 years. We're not going anywhere. Okay? These sites that I joined years ago, and I promoted them thinking that they're going to last and that they, this guy, back in the early days, and you find out they just junk, right? So back to the page. If you have any issues or questions about this, there are no limits on where you post your site. You can have it go anywhere you want. I recommend leaving it the way it is. Okay, so when you go into this area, and then just having the link maybe on your top menu to these different places. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I go back to this one here, and I'll set this one as my default page. And as you can see, when I go to georgekosch.com, it is back to normal. Okay? So I suppose if you're talking to somebody on the phone and they were interested in Worldprofit and they said, do I have to use that particular site? Can I keep my site that I have over here? I don't want to change my hosting. I just want that as my site. Easy. Just set it up. First day you're with us, you can have people go to that site, but then you can also benefit from all of the different tools that we have too. Okay, so that's there for you. How do you use the ad examples? Well, the easiest way is when you're promoting, right? The ad examples are there for your use when you do promotions to other sites, right? So the easiest way to show you this is let's go to my link magic first. And I'm going to open it up in a new one because Link Magic is just simply awesome. I love this thing. So I've put in my promotion sites here. And of course there's a help video, but Link Magic's included in your thing. Watch what happens when I launch it though. I'm going to get rid of some of these things here. This one, I probably don't need this one. Let's launch these. And you can see it's launched all of my promotion sites. And as I was saying with like RoboForm as being a thing, if I click this and I say, let's fill the forms, let's log in. So I can go about logging into all of my sites because they turn into tabs up here, right? So I can go into Herculist and I can say, let's fill that in. Let's get logged in there. And I might do 3 at a time. I might log into 3 of them at once. Fill these. Yes, I'm real. And there. So now I'm going to do promotions using the ad examples. And of course, you're going to get ads and login and ads, and that's fine. If I go here, I want to, now you can tell I've done this before, and you will get really good at this. You have to trust me on that one. I'm going to go to my solo ad mailer, and it says, wait a sec, I'm taking you to another page. That's fine. I could also, while it's doing this, I could also go up here, and I could go into this one. So you can move ahead on all of these. Does that make sense? This one's not found. Don't know what that is. Cool spin. Maybe they're down right now. And this one. Okay, so I can scroll in. So you see how I'm operating on 3 different browsers, but I'm saving a lot of time because I'm just kind of logging in and getting done, and I'm not doing them one at a time. So I go back to my tab. By the way, I love tab browsing. Here's how I want you to start before you have JitBit, just to learn about posting the ads. You go into your ad examples, you grab the top one, it says copy the subject, okay? So then you go into your other tab. Now you can make this a window, and if you know how to alt tab and stuff, it gets kind of fancy, but there's my subject. Say that it didn't fit. Well, just cut some off. Just say, well, I'll just do that. So you don't need to use the whole subject if it won't fit. It's totally up to you. Okay, so and I won't. I'll just use a small subject. Go back here. This is the message. Same thing with the message. When you copy the message, you don't need to use it as is. Okay, you can modify these things a little bit and then save them in your JitBit. You see how I can save some time here too, because there's my link right there. And I'm going to do this because I run Fast Track, which is a co-op. So when I just run that, and you don't you do this, but this will go to people in the Fast Track co-op because it randomizes them when I do that. So watch this. I get rid of this. And if you want, you could leave that in, but I don't like to. I really like just this. Keep it simple. People are going to click. This URL here will be changed into what's called a credit link, so that when this message goes out and people click, they will go to Revenues Plus, but it'll be tracked and they'll get credit for it. That's why you don't want to put links in the messages. Keep it clean, keep it simple. As a matter of fact, these 3 things right here are what I would put in JitBit to speed things up if I was promoting. Okay, so I go post ad, and there we go. It's going to come up here. You're going to see this big, beautiful site show up, but you're going to look up top because they're just checking if it breaks frames and things like that. Okay, this technique works perfect, exactly well for everything. When I'm done with this one, go ahead and earn credits if you want. Totally up to you. You can use a credit mailer here. I don't know if I have credits left. I'm sure I do. Okay, so you see this? I've got some credits here. So I can also send that ad out again. I just copy, paste. Let's use JitBit. So when you've installed JitBit on your computer, you'll do this. And now you don't need to use JitBit. You can use anything that you want. Okay, so we can go into the promo area here, and you can create these incredible promotion things that are just awesome. So you see how it says add 1.1, add 2.2, add 3.3. Notice how this is a subject, message, URL. Subject, message, URL. So that's how I do it. And then I've got C11, C22, C33. So DR is diamond rotator. This is my diamond rotator ad. And you notice I just put in the URL, which again you shouldn't do. You do the one that's in your member area. And look at this one. You've probably seen this. You know, when you folks send in a tech support ticket and I feel bad and I say sorry, SRY, and that says sorry for the inconvenience. Well, do you imagine if I had to type that out all the time? I'd be inconvenienced. Okay, so let's grab the site. Now let's just do this. Let's have some fun. So we're going to copy the subject. And then I'm going to pull up JitBit and I'm going to say, let's create a new keyword. And let's call this one W. Let's go QW11. Why? I don't know. QW11 is that. But I'm going to thin this out. I'm just going to keep it like that because it's easier to go everywhere. So QW11. Well, let's do QW22. New keyword, QW22. And let's put in the message, but let's thin it out just like I said. We're going to get rid of the URL in there. I have this in here. And I'm just going to leave it like that. And you see, simply visit and get started at no cost. I can say, click the credit link below and get started now. Okay, pretty good, right? And then the last one would be the link that I'm going to use, which I'm going to just copy the URL. And we go new keyword, QW33. And I'm going to paste that in there, but I'm going to get rid of the N because I do this again for Fast Track. So now I'm armed. This is good forever. I can use this forever, right? So when I go to do my solo, I could say, now watch how fast this goes. That was pretty easy, right? Wait for the frame breaker. I could go to Herculist and do a promotion if I want while it's going through that. Verifies the site, and I'm done with that one. Same thing with these all now. Now this just makes it so much easier, right? I want to submit an email, web ad. I go in, and it's the same thing. You're going to get these ads in front of you, but they're harmless. They're just they're ads. People are paying for them to get visitors. I pay Herculist every chance I get because it's good quality leads I get. QW11, that's the subject. There's the URL, QW33 and QW22. Submit. I know the ad's fine. URL's checked. Perfect. And just let it run. It's doing whatever it does, and then hopefully we get our ad going. See how it's thinking? No problem. I'm going to go to the next one. So I go to the Blaster Hub, and I've already got an ad in there, so I can use the Colossal Blaster here. I've already got an ad in, so I'm not going to put a new one in. And there I go. There I go. And I do this probably 4 or 5 times a week whenever I can. See that? There we go. Isn't that great? That's done. State-of-the-art mailer, one of my absolute favorites. Let's just do that one and then we'll call it a day. Into there. And Brad Webb is one of the best online, and he runs this site, and he has run it for many, many years. He's also a customer of ours. And there I go. I go down, I work my way into the mailer here, and I want to enter my URL. Oh, okay, what was that again? Oh, there we go. Isn't it fun? It's easy to do this now. It's so much easier to promote with JitBit because now you don't have to remember anything. You could just say PLR ad QW and always have it end with 112233. Okay? And then we proceed. And it says, what's the subject? 11. And the message? 22. Preview or send. I'm good. Send it. So that's going out. Isn't that great? Are there any questions so far about that? That's how you use the ad examples. Which ad example is the best? They all are. Just do the promotion. You can see it's effortless once you get the right tools. And believe me, Link Magic, I wish I had that years ago because I'm going to do these right after the boot camp. I'm just going to go in and do them. It's hard for me not to because it's so easy. I just log in and once you've done this a million times and you see how it's going through its process here, click here to go to the members area. And look at beautiful landing page there, 12 seconds. Oh, no problem. I can do something else while I'm waiting for that. Or you can look at the ad. If the ad is interesting to you, look at it. You know, you come in here, this one's submitted. They're all up here. You're never going to get lost. See, you click the wrong one. Oh, it's not that one? Oh, it's not that one either. I'm not ready for it. Oh, there's the one. Get your free credits. You know, amazing. We've been 7 seconds, 6 seconds, still ticking, right? Go to my account, send mail. Sure, I'd like to send a mail. QW11, QW22, and QW33. Wow. Credits, 1937. I'll use them all. And send. And that template, you know, where you save it as a template, why would I do that? I don't need to. I've got them all in my Jipit. So there we go. Dave says, great useful bits. Yes. Brian Armstrong says you can save up to 10 different subject lines with Jipit to see which one works the best. Yeah, absolutely. And it's true, as Sandy Hunter's saying, you will never make a mistake in your URL or your email address. I had one gentleman that had a Gmail address that he just missed an S in it. And he didn't get anything. So I noticed it, I fixed it, I let him know, and I said, listen, our auto call system called him and told him your email's bouncing. We fixed it all up. But hopefully he's watching this and he says, oh, so I could just have my email address in Jipit. And that way when I sign up to a site, I could use Jipit to put my email address in. Yes, you can. You can. Okay? How do you access the landing page builder? This is my favorite product. I love the landing page builder. I love all the stuff we do, but the landing page builder is pretty amazing. It's in website management, and you go down to landing page builder. Of course, you can use my menu up here too to customize it, add it to the menu, and LP builder. Call it whatever you want. It'll still go to the same place. I added some quick links here. That way, if you want to scroll, or you can just go down to the bottom, 36, and then you're down at the bottom, and then you can scroll up if you need to go to the other ones. Okay, so I put this in here just to make it easier to navigate around. But the way that you find it is you go to website management, and you watch these videos, get kind of used to it, and then you can select the landing page that you want. And you can give away ebooks, PLR products, anything. This would take days to explain, but it would take 10 minutes to explain how easy it is, because you just click on the landing page, and then you say, let's add one, and then you make up the end part here, and you're good to go, and then it comes up and you can see what it looks like. You just click and go. You could put some tracking in there. There's so many things. The neat part too is you can use your autoresponder as the page that people sign up for without any code or anything on all of them. It just works. Magic. So that's how you find the landing page builder. And again, this is something you can just have fun with. You know, you come in here and you say, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, okay, well then just delete it. And then you can start over again. Because you're really not doing anything by hand, right? You're just creating a landing page. It's all pre-filled for you. But it's up to you if you want to, change things and do all kinds of stuff with them. Landing page builder, just fantastic. It's really easy to use. If you make a mistake, just delete it and start over again, because you're not really typing anything in. Okay? Our guest says, I'm going through the boot camp. How far along in the training do I need to be before I start making sales? Actually, you don't need to be along in the training. You should be on lesson 3. and you should have at least 200 clicks a day registered in your ad tracker. So I always ask, how many clicks are you getting from safe lists and traffic exchanges per day? Really emphasis on safe lists. Those are the ones that are going to generate the best quality clicks. And if you're saying to me, well, I'm not really getting any, you got to go into that lesson 3 video right up here under training, right where it says start training, or click on start here. And you can scroll down and get a little bit more training on safe lists and exchanges right here. There's a YouTube version if you want to read it, because it'll come up with the closed caption. Okay? And you need to be generating those clicks. That's the first thing that you need to do, because you're the result, you are the result of your sponsor getting clicks, because you were a click, right? You clicked, you filled out a form, you came in, and you upgraded. Okay, so that's how affiliate programs work. So it's good to know that. And this, Sandy Hunter did these points for me, and this is a biggie. You can get everything that you need here. Honestly, we have all the tools. They're all here in one place. And like I said, if somebody comes to me and says, George, I really, really want to use WordPress. Okay. Or I like to do my own HTML. Well, we have Website Plus. Well, how about, do you have like a website builder? Yeah, Website Plus. Completely there for you. Anything that you want. You want unlimited sales funnels? You can use cPanel, right? If you're a little more advanced, you can use cPanel. Build many sites as you want. So there's absolutely no limit to what we can do. None. And if there is, guess what we do? We hire a programmer and I create it. And I make sure that it works really well, and then you folks use it. Okay? So I want to show you a new video here. Autoresponder. I'd say maybe once a week on average, I'll get somebody that is using a different autoresponder. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have a list and it's with another autoresponder. So we're going to call this autoresponder over there. And here's your Worldprofit one. Okay, so this is my Worldprofit auto. And you say to me, listen, I've got 5,000 people on this list. And I'd like to just have them come over to my new one to save money. I don't want to pay this one anymore. It's costing too much. Well, the number one thing on the internet is you can't import these over to here, because these people subscribed and opted in to this particular list. But let's talk about doing two things at once. This list is not clean. And by that I mean, how many people on this list are still, there? And by this, I mean your stuff's just going into their spam folder, or they're just too lazy to remove themselves, so they just have it going into spam. They don't care. Most lists are like that. A good way to tune your list and clean it is by this video I made for you. And it says, let's set up an autoresponder at Worldprofit. Let's set up some nice sequences of giving away products for signing up, that kind of a thing. Tying it into a landing page in the landing page builder. So you've got your landing page. Send to this autoresponder, send them to that page with a nice note saying, listen, I'm moving. And I want you to come with me. Go to this page, and on that landing page here, we could go into the landing page builder, and let me go right into the autoresponder here. So you build your autoresponder, learn about WorldProfit's membership. Okay, you go in and you create some sequences, and you get going. You get your landing page going. That's going to get people to subscribe to this. Now your letter, your welcome letter, is going to give them whatever you're promising them in the landing page builder and more. You can say, listen, I'll give you 5 different products in my PLR store for free. That kind of a thing. Anything that you want to do. You go into your landing page builder, you pick the landing page, say like 36, right here. This is one of my favorites. Build it. And as soon as you've built this page, you scroll down and you can set it right away to external list or WorldProfit autoresponder. Your autoresponder will come up automatically. There's no coding. All you do is then you update. So when people are sent to this page here, and again, I don't have anything in here right now, but you get my point. They sign up, and they sign up into your autoresponder. Now you're building a new list here with quality, high quality, because this list is going to shrink down, but you're going to get the people over here that actually opt in and do all, so this list then becomes a super high quality list. Where do you find out how to do that? Right here. So you go to Autoresponder Home, and you see this, importing from other lists. I would also say, here's another one, selling products with the autoresponders. Now, how do you get the autoresponder? You upgrade into our Platinum VIP package membership, and I'll talk to you about that. It's included, okay? We also have currently a lead special on now. How do you find out about these things? Number one, click on the little WorldProfit logo up here or your badge. And there's a thing up here called the Message Center. And these are postings that our president, Sandy Hunter, takes care of. And she will put things in here. And if you want to read them, you just click on See Message. And it will give you an idea of the deal that we have going on. Okay? So when you can read about it, and it'll tell you the special. You get extra leads for ordering. Okay? Are there any questions? And Luther, I'm glad you like the landing page builder. And that's right, Dave, 200 clicks a day does, it keeps the leads coming in. It really does. It's the hardest thing in the world to teach people. It really, truly is. And the irony is it's the simplest thing. And that is making money online comes from generating leads, which comes from generating traffic to a proper page, a landing page. This is how business has existed forever. But I'll bet you anything, if you go to business school, they're not going to teach you that. They'll teach you marketing and advertising and all that stuff. But I highly doubt that you're going to find any structured school that will teach you this. They won't. I don't think they know how to generate income online for the most part. And it comes through decades of going through it all and learning it. Okay? And Don is asking, have we sent out 1099s yet? No, we don't send anything out internationally. We only send slips to Canadians. You are best to contact your accountant. Yeah, because we're in Canada. We can't even send you anything. It won't be accepted or recognized by your country. and I don't mean the US, I mean any country in the world, they will not accept anything we send out. Because we could just say anything we want, right? Hey, Don, here's your slip for $1 million. Yeah, they have no way to check. I've always used that as my, not even an excuse, it's just a law, right? We can't send anything out because we're a different country. What we do in Canada is we send out I think it's called a T4A. But you got to remember, Canadians have to give us their social insurance number, and that is tied to them. And then they have to report the income. But just from dealing with the United States for so many years, I think you folks have to actually claim your income, right? You have to say, I got this amount. And I do too. I get some money to my personal account sometimes. Like for example, Amazon, when I make sales with Amazon, it goes into my account and I claim it. I just send it to my bookkeeper and say, put this on my income. So yeah, self-employed too. That means you're making a lot of money that you have to send it in. And Schedule C. Linda knows all about this because she's been in business for many, many years. So Linda, you are now the U.S. representative for that question. Don't worry, I won't send everybody to you. I know you're busy. So go to your bookkeeper and your accountant and ask them what to do with all the money you're getting from Worldprofit. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. I like that one. That's a good one. This is a good one too. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. And I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from non-successful entrepreneur ones is pure perseverance. Yeah, that's very true. I have one of my best friends started a flying company in Canada and put a lot of money in it, right? They put everything in. He was a military fighter pilot, and him and I flew together, best of friends. It failed miserably. He was out hundreds of thousands of dollars. All of his investors. He's gone. You know what he did? Well, he realized that he wanted warm weather. So he moved it, or didn't move it really, he just went to Phoenix and went to Williams Gateway Airport. And he started the business down there because it's warm all the time. And I don't know if you guys heard it, they're called Fighter Combat International. They've been in business for over 20 years. They have contracts with United Airlines, military companies. They're now in three or five countries. He's employing over 100 people. It's because of perseverance. I was totally agog that he could do that. It was incredible. And to this day, he's living a great life. He sees running the whole thing. So perseverance, that's a big one. We had our own issues of perseverance with failing software. Nothing against Microsoft, but their servers, NT 3.1 and NT4, it's called NT4 server, they crashed a lot. And you didn't have them in your house. So guess what this guy had to do? We had to drive, well, I had to drive to a bank, basically a bank vault. The server, this one, we started with one server, was in a bank vault. And it was an open bank vault, sort of remade into a big room. And there were several servers in there. There were 3 of them actually. And I became good friends with one of the guys. And he was running a Unix server and I was running a Windows server. Well, the Windows server crashed because I had installed something on it that it was a stats program. Anyways, long story short, I had to drive in every single day for like a week. And then I slept beside the stupid thing because it kept crashing so much I had to hit the reset button, as well as losing hard drives and all this stuff. So everybody's got to persevere. It's a tough, tough game, but it's worth it. Upgrade benefits to Platinum membership. You will see a button in your member area along the left side here that says Upgrade. You can click that for details. 40% commissions instead of 20. You get the graphic studio, which I didn't even show you today. Great for Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Absolutely phenomenal for those things. Okay. Easy to create. Sandy Hunter, our president, uses this all the time to do all of our graphics. Autoresponder included. Superstore and Sales Manager for ClickBank. Advanced Ad Tracker, which you can use if you want. This also works on your website. 18 mega traffic injections every month includes solos, banners, credits at all of our 18 sites that we host. I always get this question, so I thought I'd answer it real quick here. Are these mostly just members of Worldprofit? Well, we have had over 2 million members. And where are they? Well, let's go over here. Say that this number up here was 2.5 million. How many of them are no longer, active associates? I don't know, 80% of them at some times. Still leaves like 1 million people. But here's the kicker. Where are they? Some of them are in the 18. They don't have their accounts anymore. They're sitting in here. We get people signing up to these. I don't even know who they are. They're not members of Worldprofit, that's for sure. And I mean, we're talking hundreds a week. So when you send ads out to these sites that we own, like Safeless Exchange, Dragon Safeless, Traffic Ad Links, if you want to know what they all are, it's easy to find. It's under multi-commissions here. Just click on multi-commission system, and this will take you to all the sites. Hundreds and hundreds of people sign up for all these sites. I've never heard of them. I don't know who they are. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the traffic here is very valuable for Worldprofit and mostly for your other programs that you're in. Okay, so you get traffic credits, VIP bonus area. If you're interested in a quote, you can contact support, but there's also an immediate upgrade button that you can click and upgrade instantly to 1 full year Platinum. No problem. Okay. Yeah, and Habib, sadly, Habib, you are a record holder. I've replied to everything that you've sent. And I always, I don't want to pick on the poor guy, but, when you send in something that says the SEO doesn't work, I have to know more. What doesn't work? Is it throwing an error? So I'll respond to you and I'll say, just give me more information. Okay, all you have to do is respond and just say, George, there's an error in the URL. Here's where I'm going. I can't log into it. And then I'll help you all I can, man. I'm really, really trying. It's like, doctor, it hurts. What hurts? Oh, I'm sorry, my arm. Okay. Where on your arm? Oh, it's my wrist. Oh, okay. Well, it hurts when you do that. We don't need 3 questions. Doctor, my wrist hurts when I do this. He says, don't do that. Oh, thanks, doc. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put some details into these support tickets. My link doesn't work. You wouldn't believe how many people send me that one. My link doesn't work. What link? What's the URL? And then they send you the URL and you go, that's not my link. This is for another company. Go ask them. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh, folks, You know, you'd think I'd lost my mind by now, but I haven't. I have a very good sense of humor, believe me. Oh man, if you only knew. If you only knew. So if you want to know more, Twitter video training. We have a Facebook group, a LinkedIn group, and a community and a channel. Oh, how do you find all this? Easy. Just log in, click on the little world up here, and you will see these right up here. You see this is Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, World Profit Community, and Instagram. Now, if you don't see these here, you see them in the message center. Okay, so say you're using the classic menu, no problem. You'll still see them up here. Twitter, Facebook, World Profit, YouTube, and Instagram. Brian Armstrong is the master and commander of the World Profit Facebook group. And Brian takes time every day to keep this thing running the way it does. And it's fabulous. So Brian, a huge thank you. You know, just watching overall this stuff is great. And you know, you can post some stuff in here, but Brian's going to just watch over it. And look at this, sad about your traffic. This was made by Sandy Hunter, our president, using World Profit's graphic studio. It's included in your silver membership. She's doing these all the time. Look at this one. There's me. I'm going to do some more pictures too. I'm going to have some going like this. But I will not do a picture with a Bentley in the back or a big rich house or something like that. You just see me, and Sandy takes this and puts it in the picture. You can do this all with the World Profit Graphics Studio. There's another one. Look at that one. Brian Armstrong. Isn't this great? It just takes a few minutes to learn how to do this. There's another one there. You be the boss. Isn't that great? And if you want things to move in these, like say that you wanted this to, you know, say you wanted this to flash off and on, you do two of these, one with it and one without it. And then you can go to a GIF animation. It's just called GIF animation, which you can do GIF animation maker, and they're free. You can just use them online, and all you do is you put the two images in, and it'll make an animated GIF for you. You can use any of these. They're all pretty good. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You just put the two in, or three. You can have three in. You can even do clips from videos. A little more complicated, but you can do all that. Okay? Let's see if there's any questions here. When I click on the new image, it keeps loading. Yeah, and Habib, that's a problem on your end, and I replied to you. And I said to you, what you should do is clear your browser cache and give it another try. And I sent you a video on how to do it. Okay? And that's true what Sandy Hunter is saying. It could be your connection speed might be very low, so it's not able to load. But I still say clear your browser cache. Okay? And give that a try. And if it doesn't work, try a different browser. You can try Firefox, or you can try Edge Chrome. Yeah, and reboot your machine, stuff like that. It's probably that your machine doesn't have enough kind of memory to be able to load it. You can run as many as you want, Henry. There's no limit. I'm running stuff all the time through that. And yeah, so Habib, as long as you're able to communicate with us, I'll keep helping you. Sometimes I send you replies and you never give me anything, so I just close the ticket eventually. So yeah, really put an effort into it because it's worth it if you can get it working. But yeah, you know what? When you click on it, like say for example, I go into my graphics studio here. I think I have it right here. It will do this loading. You see how it does that, and then it comes up. But for this to work, it does take, didn't seem to take a lot of memory, but I have like this computer is very powerful. But then you can start with your, this one here. And when you see these ones that say healthy food or something, you can completely change everything. You don't need to use this background. You could just use this format and just say, well, I want a different background. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Football. No, not soccer, football. I guess this is thinking, actually football in Scotland is soccer, isn't it? So you go football. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this funny? Because this must be going to the UK. I don't even know what you call football in the UK. Yeah, this is soccer. Oh, there you go. Bing. So now I can use this guy. He looks like he needs to go to a gym and start working out. So anyways, you can do this stuff here, and you can completely change all of this, put it up here where it's not getting in this guy's face. Power to you. You can make the font smaller. You don't have to use that font. And Super Bowl Sunday, and then Sandy might use this one today and say, hey, because everybody's looking at this. Now, the problem is this guy, I don't know what team that is, but you know what I mean. You can download your own background, right? And you can load it up. See where it says up here? It says load your own, upload yours. So you can drop a file in there of a Super Bowl. I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl. I'm really busy programming this week, but I'll probably catch a little bit of it. Okay. Yeah, you see, Kevin, exactly. You guys know about this stuff. So you can do all kinds of Facebook postings, Super Bowl Sunday, sign up to my site, that kind of thing. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wish everybody a great weekend. Thank you for everybody coming out. As you know, I record all of this. If you want to see it, all you have to do is go into Worldprofit's member area right here and click on training or start here. And it will take you down the page to the latest bootcamp training. You should try your best to watch a few of them. Okay? And if you're having trouble with these videos, you're ever having trouble, you can go to the, right up here to the YouTube, and I have everything posted in there too. Okay? So you'll see them all along in here. Okay? Thank you very much, everyone.